Today on How to Cook, I'm doing something really special for you. I'm making you my famous Tex-Mex Enchilada Gravy. And I'm making some chicken enchiladas to put it on, and you're gonna really want to stick around because this is awesome and you're gonna want to know how to make it. So if you're wondering what enchilada gravy is, it's basically a chicken gravy with a bunch of spices in it. So how do you make gravy? You start with a roux. So we have 3 tablespoons of fat and 3 tablespoons of flour. The fat in this case is 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of a vegetable oil, corn oil, canola oil, something like that works fine. Don't use olive oil. Heat the butter and oil until it's sizzling, and then add your flour. Move this around. So you want to get a little bit of color in this before we go any further, because we want to cook the flour down, and you're going to get a bit of a nuttier taste before we put the spices in. And here they are. This is stuff you probably already have, so this makes it pretty easy. Here's the exact recipe right here, and it's in the description as well. Now we're just going to add this to our roux. As you see, the roux is a little bit thinner than you would see for a normal gravy. That's because we're putting in so much dry spices here. You need a little bit extra to kind of keep everything moving, otherwise it's really going to get clumpy. As you see, it gets clumpy anyways. So with making the roux, with doing this, and the next step, the whole thing should take about 2.5 minutes, something like that. This isn't very long. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste to this, and you want to cook this off before you put any liquids in. It's always important to cook off the tomato paste. It gives it a really great flavor, and if you skip this step, you're going to regret it. To this, we add 3 cups of chicken stock. We're going to add it slowly so that we can break up all the clumps. If you put it all at once, you're going to chase the clumps forever, and it's a total pain in the butt. You're really better off just adding, 3/4 of a cup at a time, something like that, until you get all in there, and smash down all the clumps as you go. And once you have that looking a little bit better, you can add a little bit more and keep going until you get a really nice, beautiful gravy. And once you get it to a certain point, switch to the whisk. It's much easier. And you have successfully made, more or less, we're about finished with our enchilada gravy. The last of our stock goes in. It's looking good. We're going to add a teaspoon of sugar to this as well. And then that's basically it. You want to put this on a low heat and simmer this for about 15 minutes with a lid on it. You do not want it to evaporate on you, because then it'll get really, really thick. Just cover it, let it simmer, and stir it every once in a while. The filling for these chicken enchiladas is, you guessed it, it's chicken. So we have a whole chicken breast right here. We're just going to put some spices on this. I've got some garlic powder, some chili powder. This is a little bit of a guajillo powder because I have it. We're putting a little bit of cumin on here, and I have a little bit of Mexican oregano, which is really a great spice for this. Some salt. Flip it over, do the whole thing all over again. This is just in like a loaf pan because it's pretty small. And now I'm just going to add about a cup of chicken stock to this, and it's going to go in the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes, and she's ready to go. And once the chicken hits 165 inside, just take it out, let it rest for a minute, and then we're going to shred it up into some pretty nice big chunks like this. This is perfect the way it is, but I like to add a little extra flavor that kind of contrast with the other stuff. So I put a little taco sauce on that, and a little bit of the liquid that we cooked it in here. That's going to give it a really nice juiciness to this and really moist chicken. Now we're going to need something to wrap that up in, so we have some hot oil here, and we're going to put our corn tortillas in the oil just for a few seconds on each side, just to get them soft and supple. If you don't do this step, you can't make enchiladas. Do not try to microwave them, it won't work. It's a terrible idea. Do it in the oil, pat them dry, and we're ready to go. Now that our sauce is done, our chicken's done, it's all shredded up and everything, all we got to do is assemble. This is the easy part, and then we have to eat. Even easier part, especially when it tastes this good. Now I'm going to attempt to do this all left-handed just to show you. You can do this with one hand tied behind your back. And for the regulars, you know why I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, I may have made a boo-boo. So we're going to make 3 of these individual trays here. These are the au gratin dishes for making individual au gratin. I guess. Okay, a little bit more there. All right, that is that. So now what we need to do is we need to assemble. We're going to take our tortilla. We're going to dunk this pretty good here. We're going to lay this across. This will be fun to do with one hand. We'll see if this works at all. We're going to put a pretty good amount of chicken in here because it's chickeny goodness. It's delicious. Now, all I have to do is figure out how to roll this with one hand. Seriously, folks, if I can do that with one hand, you can do this, right? Exactly. All right, let's just keep going. Now that I know I can do it, all I got to do is do it. Nothing to do it but to do it, as they say. I don't know who they are, but it sounds like something they say. All right. Chicken them up. Get lots and lots of chicken in there. Because these don't have to be moved around after we do this, you can load them up like crazy and no one will even know or care. As long as you can kind of sort of flip it over, that's all you got to do right there. All right, we're going to repeat. I'm going to hit fast forward and be back here in 2 seconds. All right, they are all assembled. We have just a little bit of chicken left over, and it's not enough to make another one. So what I'm going to do is just put a little chicken on the end here of each one. Because everyone likes a little extra chicken, right? So it's perfect. There you go. A little extra chicken, a little extra morsels. And now I don't have to save anything. Except room for dessert. Ooh. By the way, one of these days, I'm making you one of the greatest desserts in the world. You'll have to ask me for it. No, I'll just do it. Okay. Anyways, I should have made it tonight, but it's a little tougher with one arm too. So, yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to put some cheese on this, and then we're going to put them in. But I'm going to put just a smidge more sauce because these love sauce. I know it's a little hard to see, but again, I have those forward arms. This is much more awkward. There. Perfect amount. Oh, what the heck. We'll put a little on our chicken here. Okay, because this enchilada gravy is gravy. It's money, as they say. I don't know who they are, but I've heard them say those things. We're going to take our cheese here. This is Monterey Jack cheese and cheddar cheese. These are fairly traditional enchilada cheeses. If you wanted to put American cheese on this, you could put American cheese in one of these if you wanted to. They don't have to be chicken. You can put anything you want in an enchilada. Not anything. Don't put your little brother in an enchilada. Don't do that, kids. Come on. They're precious. You only got one little brother, so don't put him in an enchilada. Come on. I can't believe I have to tell you that. I don't know. And that is some cheesy goodness, huh? Oh yeah, that's cheesy goodness. I can't stop with the cheese. Have you ever had an enchilada that had too much cheese on it? Me neither. So what the heck? Give it to it, right? Put a little on our chicken on the end, and that's it. Restraint. That's it. That's just all we got to do now is put this in the oven. 375. This is going to take about 15 minutes just for the cheese to melt. Everything is cooked. It's not stone cold, but it's not hot either. So it will take a few minutes for the inside to get nice and warm. But yeah, about 15 minutes or so. You'll know when the top's all bubbly and the cheese is melted. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, let's get these in the oven. Oh, perfect timing. You're back. Good, because these just came out of the oven and they look amazing, don't they? I know, it was corny. I had to do it. Sorry. My sense of humor. That amused me. I don't know why. These look absolutely stunning and amazing. The cheese is all melted. The sauce is nice and... I want to dig into this so badly right now and taste it. But I would burn my mouth so bad because they're volcanic. So I'm going to give this a couple minutes and then, come on back in, I don't know, like 3 seconds for you. But like 5 minutes for me. And then this thing's going to work. See you in a second. Okay, I can't wait any longer. Burnt lips, burnt mouth, don't care. I'm going in. I'm gonna test this out. Yeah, we are. I'm gonna get a little bit here. Trying this with my shoulder. Oh, that's, it feels lovely. Okay. All right, folks, this is the moment we've been waiting for. All that wonderful chicken inside, all that. Can you see it there? Oh, hopefully that is getting some beautiful shots. It's got some nice cheese pull. Come on, this is amazing. This is incredible. Tex-Mex gravy is one of those great enchilada sauces. There are so many, but this one here is a crowd pleaser, so now you know how to make it. And this there, a small little bite. I gotta try and get a small little bite, right? Okay, get the knife back. Come on, what am I doing? It's hard to do things when you're right-handed and your right hand is attached to a shoulder that doesn't work currently. Is this as awkward as it feels? Okay, just checking. Dear Lord, I hope you... It's funny as hell. All right, I'm trying this. That is a perfect sauce. If you love Tex-Mex enchiladas, that's it. Oh, that's so wonderful. It's very different than a regular enchilada sauce, a red sauce or green sauce sort of thing. This enchilada gravy, I'm telling you, man, if you haven't tried it, and ladies, of course, if you haven't tried this, you have to. If you know what I'm talking about, then you really, really have to. And there you go. It's incredible and amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And join me on the next one. You can hit the thumbs up down there if you liked the video. And feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. All of it's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. It just helps, YouTube know that I'm here. So hit all those things for me if you like the video. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.